tree, 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 tree. There's a lot of trees around us, guys. Welcome back to another The Epic Let's Play episode. I am Dragster25. We are on episode 10. The big double digit has finally arrived, and it's kind of fun. I have a goal for us this episode. And that is by the time summer rolls around, I want to be monetized, which means we need 987 subscribers. That's right, I only have 13 at the moment. In 2 months, in order to get monetized with 1,000 subscribers. That would be so cool. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It would really help me out. This is a Let's Play channel, and we're doing some pretty epic things, as the name would suggest. For this episode, if you'll notice, it's kind of dark outside, and these trees are well lit, so, I wonder what's going to happen. Maybe we can catch a little edge of a pathway. I don't know what's going to happen this episode, guys. For right now, though, I did do some recording on what I was going to just skip and not show you guys, but it ended up being too much to not show you. Oh, hey, there's an invisible spider. So we're going to get a little fast recap of what I did, and I hope you enjoy it. So I wanted to turn this mob farm off because I was getting too many slimes through my nether portal. Ended up knocking a few torches out on the bottom layer, which created a super awesome mob farm, so I guess I lit up the caves around it pretty well, but it also meant I died a whole bunch of times and blew stuff up. And speaking of blowing stuff up, here's all the creeper holes around that we get to fix this episode, yay me. I ended up going through the nether portal and a creeper blew it up. And the other portal for the farm in the nether was already broken, and then the skeleton killed me, and I had 25 diamonds on me, which are now trapped in the nether because, as I find out as I go through this portal, it spits me out on top of the nether. So now I have no access to the top of the nether, and I try it again through the farm's portals. It still spits me back up out top. I'm kinda don't really know what to do, but then I get this idea, hey, if I block off all the portals, no entities can go through it, so the nether will never be loaded, and my items, my diamonds, will still be there kind of indefinitely until I go back and load it again. I did have to go back and load it for some XP to make an iron pickaxe that I can get diamonds to get obsidian with, because I need another obsidian portal to go back to the nether. This first one was 15, the second one, I'm not sure, it was kind of okay, and then this one was 3 diamond ores. I was a little disappointed. This one was an 8 ore, and it gave me 23 for a total of 57 diamonds. I made all this cool stuff out of those diamonds. Then I'm like, hey, I need obsidian for the portal. That was the last lava block in this lava pool, which I was really excited about because I've never needed enough obsidian to drain an entire lava pool. And then I found this farm from testing with the gold episode, or this other portal. It led me back there. I ended up mining it for obsidian, and then I got this idea, hey, I can just blow up the portal, kill myself, and then when I go back into the portal in the overworld, it'll create a new portal down below normally. So that's how I ended up getting the 25 diamonds back. Yes, now I'm rich in diamonds. I have spares. I ended up using all the diamonds and the XP farm to enchant a bunch of gear to go end raiding, which was really cool. Just to see what comes of it, because I kind of wanted an elytra for this episode if I could get one. And it took a little while, made a bunch of pillars out to different places, and then I finally found the place. I found a new one, and got our first elytra. Wow, yes, I'm so excited. I've loved one of these. Now I just need to make some rockets. I did save it in our ender chest in case I died. Thankfully I didn't die though, and I collected a bunch of shulker shells from raiding this. So I know I did a lot of stuff in between episodes, or what was supposed to be in between. It ended up being too much, like getting an elytra, to not show you guys. So this is the skin, the new skin, and I know it looks like we have a bit of a head on us, like a dragon's head, and a shield and some diamond armor, but no, that's actually just part of our skin, honest and truly. Wait a minute. No, that's definitely wrong. Maybe I'm just wearing all that stuff. If I take all that stuff off, this is our actual skin. It looks a lot cleaner than our last one did, and there's actually a little reason in real life for it. I think I'm getting hired at Panda Express. And I say I think because they've given me a background check and they've offered me the job, but they haven't told me when I start. So I'm waiting for a call, but I think I got a job, and I don't think it'll impact this Minecraft series too much, but we'll have to see for me to get my schedule first. Um, on the skin, back to the skin though. Um, Definitely very professional. We're wearing a suit, although kind of casual because we have our suit unbuttoned so we can see the undershirt, which I think looks pretty snazzy. Um, Black socks, black shoes, black pants. You know, you can't go wrong with just making your entire legs black. We also have this belt, which kind of gets impacted when we walk, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. The big issue with the belt is that the pants hide it. So when we're rocking an elytra and all of our other gear, you kind of can't see a belt, but I don't really think it's appropriate to have one halfway up my chest, so I think I'm gonna just keep it hidden. I did figure out how to use the underskin, so now our beard sticks out, is really what I'm trying to say, which is a great accomplishment. I grew a full-fledged beard in Minecraft, not in real life. I'm still shaving very frequently. That's an odd fact you should know. Um, that's ridiculous. I did get 9 extra shulker boxes from raiding that end castle. You'll notice there's only 13 here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, 13. That's because I lost one of our redstone boxes last episode when I died, so I kind of had to make 2 new ones, and we have absolutely none left. No redstone, that is. For this episode, we're gonna fill in these creeper holes, and that just happened. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that, and that, you know, it's the saying is if you do something wrong once, just do something wrong again, and 2 wrongs makes a right, right? I think that's how that works. So just ignore all of this, is what I'm really saying. Just ignore it. Okay, so I should be able to actually start this episode soon. Upgraded our food source to golden apples. Ooh, what effects does that give us? Absorption and regeneration. Like, why wouldn't you do golden apples earlier? Why isn't this the superfood of the game? And I also put our elytra on and got some flight duration 2 rockets. Woohoo! Okay. Totally awesome. I'm gonna like this. Gonna like this a lot. Oh. I still don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I just missed it. I used to run across all of this stuff. We stuck that landing. Uh-huh. Ow. Maybe all these sparkles is why they don't use golden apples. Breaking news. I can't fly, if you couldn't tell. Need lots of practice, definitely, and we're popping back in after filling some creeper holes at the slime farm. Okay, so I just got done rebuilding our slime farm. I thought I should probably leave myself at the farm. That would work as long as I remove these slime blocks right here. The idea with them is they prevent the big slimes from spawning, which works on every level except the top one, if I can get up there. But there we go. Figured out how to use it. Because these slime blocks, are still below the Y40, so big slimes can technically spawn on top of these blocks, which is a little weird. But it doesn't really matter too much because we've got those portals blocked off still, so I'm not worried about this farm causing me any harm at the moment. I also finished all the potholes up top. Hey, that worked much better. And got our pumpkin farm back working, and did a little work on this bone meal farm. If we check it out down here a little bit, it's producing. It's really slow, I would say, for the amount of bone meal. If I actually ever use bone meal for a real farm, we're definitely going to need a lot more than that. Got rid of the portals over here. Not portals, the potholes. Creeper holes? Something. Don't create a new one, please. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Let's just fly up. Hey, I got this bright idea. If I go on top of this thing, I can mine my way in. There we go. That worked a charm. Now I get to dig out and add some paths to this place. It's going to be pretty cool. I get to get rid of this train track. We'll just see what comes of it. I don't really have too terribly much of a design in place. I'm going to use the andesite blocks for the pathway, but outside of that, I don't have a plan. Yeah, maybe I went a little too ham. Let me dial it back a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Probably need to decorate the center, but I'm gonna leave it because I plan on walking over this entire section, so it's kind of big. I've finished making all the pathways actually, and if I can figure out how to use a rocket, I'll give you a little bit of an overview. Just good. I'm still new to this, very new. Yeah, got some pathways just kind of going everywhere, connecting everything. Oops, still can't land to anything. Gonna build some structures like a big mine shaft, like just put a roof on the staircase basically, and gonna finish up, make a nice entrance to our iron farm. And there's a few other little things that I need to do, as well as the biggest thing that's going to happen next is adding lights to these pathways. I was playing around a bit with the type of light forms, and I put these up, but they kind of have to be really close to each other in order to actually light up the pathway. I had to put this middle one in to light up the far side next to the chests, and then this one, and yeah, the other option is to just put them in the middle of it, which I didn't like that either, trying to constantly run around a pole, so I made this. And I'm not sure how much I like it, because the top view is pretty, eh. It's not that great from up top, but from the bottom, it kind of sets like an ambience of what I want to do later in the season, when we actually get to our non-starter base, which, by the way, I should mention, this is our starter base, and in addition to that, I've switched back to our golden carrots as a food source because I realized that I don't like bubbles in my screen, and it doesn't heal as much of the food bars as golden carrots do. I was kind of surprised to figure that out, but golden apples are probably the way to go in combat, just not for casual play. Either way, for whatever I decide and end up doing, I still need acacia wood, so cue that super fast time lapse. Oh, the mic's on. Welcome back to our normal but still unusual time-lapse broadcast. Today I would like to talk about my microphone. So I'm pretty sure it's about as old as I am. I'm 19, if not older than me. As well as I've stuffed it inside of a Welch's fruit snack box, so every time I look at it I get hungry. And I've stuffed some t-shirts in it to dead the box and make it not echo as much. And on top of all of that, I taped a paper napkin over top of it to add as a pop filter. You get the idea. I'm not sure how well that's working though. It's definitely better than what it's been in the past. And that's all the time I have for this broadcast. You know, I'll get that intro someday. Yes, the mic's still on. Well, for this episode, we're building some pathways, fixing some stuff up, as you can kind of tell that we've done. I'm just here gathering some wood, Just kind of keeping my pickaxe moving at all times. It's a axe, isn't it? Duh. Um, I do have some little secret for next episode. This is a two-part episode, sadly, as you'll find out later in the episode. I say it. Uh, we've gone this long without somewhere to live, so just a heads up for what's coming. 1 hour later, I've got a bunch of birch and some other oak and spruce logs just to pass the time, and lots of acacia really took off there at the end, as well as some bamboo for future scaffolding. I got this cool idea while I was out harvesting wood, acacia, and I think rather than doing our fence posts, I'm just gonna plant a bunch of trees and hang the lanterns off of the stumps, off of the branches of them. So I think that'll create a really cool look. The one thing I'm a little nervous about is what our view out of this window will be, essentially, because we're gonna pretty well cover the entire pathway in trees. So from the top, it'll just look like leaves, which I think will be pretty okay. But we're just gonna have to see how it turns out. Um, I'm sure there'll be a bit of customization as I go around and they have short trees and things like that, but for the most part, I think it's just going to be whatever the tree grows will be just kind of how this looks. Yeah, they don't grow on sand, do they? I'll probably have to put a few dirt blocks down, like here, for instance, and then have the I'll put a block of acacia wood there in place of the dirt when the tree grows. So that's the plan. So this is kind of how it's looking a little bit. I had to raise some of them up a couple blocks. Ooh, that was a bad example. I'll go find one. It looks pretty good. The lighting's not perfect. There's definitely some kinks I have to iron out. Yeah, I had to put some up like 2 or 3 blocks in order to make them grow, and it looks pretty okay. Oh, still a work in progress. I have a rule where I have to have 3 blocks clearance above the path so I can jump and run. Um, Sadly, guys, this is gonna have to be a 2-part episode. I hope you enjoyed a lot. We are rocking our new look today, and I think this is pretty cool that what we're doing here. I don't see a lot of people that have like they live in the middle of a forest that's lit up. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's going to be a theme I'm going to run with throughout the channel, and I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. That would really help me out, and peace out.